These 4 Formula E moments will surely have you gripping your seat tighter than ever. Number 4. In the vibrant city of Montreal in Canada, famous for its racing history, an exciting Formula E weekend took place. But for Swiss driver Sebastien Buemi from the Renault team, things started off on a troubling note. During the second practice session, teams and drivers aimed to improve their setups and lap times. Buemi was determined to do his best, pushing hard on the track. However, disaster struck during one of his laps.
In total, on his teammates, and he's in the wall! Sebastien Buemi, championship leader, out of the second free practice session. That's a big one for Buemi.
With only 10 minutes left in the session, Buemi misjudged a turn and hit the barrier. This small mistake had a big impact. His car became uncontrollable, crashing into the track's wall and then slamming into another barrier at high speed, resulting in one of the worst crashes Formula E Series has ever seen. After the crash, pieces of Buemi's car were scattered across the track, and the session had to be stopped. But despite the wreckage, Buemi managed to get out of his car on his own, showing safety measures hard at work. Number 3. The country of Monaco is known for its iconic streets and legendary circuits, and is a beacon for racing enthusiasts. As Monaco's Ypres race ensued, the energy was high, and so was the tension. As the race started, drivers jostled for position, edging through the tight track. But Monaco's confines quickly became a trap.
The race as well. Oh, and a big melee coming out and down, and that is not what we want to see at all.
A sudden collision up ahead caused a chain reaction. Amidst the chaos, one car struck the wall, and then, in a heart-stopping moment, another car went airborne, leaping over the back of the previously crashed car. The deafening crash silenced the crowd. Metal met metal, sparks flew, and the once seamless flow of electric cars was in disarray. As the dust settled, onlookers anxiously waited. And there, emerging from the wreckage, the drivers stepped out, shaken, but thankfully unhurt. Number 2. At the city of Beijing, anticipation buzzed for the first ever Formula E race. As electric cars sped through the city's contours, the final lap set the stage for an unforgettable showdown. As the race was nearing its conclusion, German driver Nick Heidfeld saw an opportunity. Eyeing the lead, he pulled alongside French driver Nicolas Prost, ready to make a move. But in a shocking turn of events, Prost swerved left, seemingly to defend his position. The move was disastrously late. The two cars collided, and what unfolded next was nothing short of harrowing.
Goes to the inside line, and they make contact, and they're both off, and that's an accident for Nick Heidfeld.
Heidfeld's car was sent airborne, flipping dramatically before slamming into a barrier. The air was buzzing with silence after the crash. The two cars, which used to represent progress and speed, were now destroyed, stopping their intense race suddenly. But in the midst of the twisted metal and shattered dreams, there was a moment of relief. Both Heidfeld and Prost came out of the wreck without any injuries. After the crash, things were pretty tense. Heidfeld, clearly upset, talked to Prost, blaming him for the terrible collision. However, Prost had a different perspective, claiming he had been unfairly kept from winning right at the end. Number 1. At London's Battersea Park, a championship Formula E race would go down as one of the series' most unforgettable races. As the lights went out, signaling the start, the battle was instantly on. Brazilian driver Lucas de Grassi shot off the line, looking hungry and poised to make a move. Intent on seizing the moment, he edged closer to the competition, attempting to overtake French driver Nicolas Prost. As the cars raced towards turn 1, de Grassi tucked in right behind Nicolas Prost, plotting his next move. The tension peaked as the field approached turn 3, and then, in a heart-stopping twist that no one saw coming, catastrophe struck.
To the left-hander, he goes side by side. Oh, he hits him! I don't believe it! The two championship contenders!
Both title contenders, Swiss driver Sebastien Buemi and de Grassi, crashed out of turn 1. The implications were huge. With both out, de Grassi stood to claim the championship on countback. As the dust settled on the London circuit, amid the drama and the disbelief, everyone was reminded of one undeniable truth. In racing, anything can happen, and on this day, it most certainly did. If you thought these moments were captivating, then these 5 pit lane moments will most definitely not let you sleep for a few hours.